Suffice to say, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna try this browse thing. Alright, it's not doing anything.
Let me catch my breath. 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 Let me catch my breath.
DJ Finesse.
Multi-mega. Catch my breath. Catch my breath. Catch my breath. Catch.
What's up, world? It is Multi-Mega, aka Zachary Joseph, in the building once again. And I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. I'm building up this channel to be something great, so I really appreciate all your support. Right now, I have a new single out with DJ Finesse, Let Me Catch My Breath, the Multi-Mega remix, streaming on all streaming services, and we recently got added to the Spotify Global Club Music playlist, which is really big. Shout out to Spotify. And I have to plug Distrokid. If you would like to get your music streaming on all streaming services, make sure you sign up for Distrokid. To be honest, it's the best way to do it. I've tried other services. I've tried CD Baby. I've tried TuneCore. I've used Amuse, a couple other ones, but Distrokid, trust me, is the way to go. If you would like to sign up for Distrokid with a 7% discount, make sure you check the link in my description. Sign up using that link and you will get your discount for your first year. All right, so now to the content, the meat of this video. Unboxing, I'm testing out the Akai MPC Studio. Now, I know that you've probably seen a ton of these videos on YouTube already. I'm going to come at it from a different perspective. I do use a lot of outboard gear, or whatever you would call it. I have a DAW set up with the Novation Circuit OG, the rhythm, the tracks, a couple Korg Volcas, and some other miscellaneous devices. But I started off as an FL Studio user back on version 3. Back when I was a teenager. I was probably like 13, 14 years old. And the integration when it comes to MIDI controllers with FL Studio, for me at least, has been a bit of a challenge. And I also did try the MPC Beats software before, using the new or the newest MPK Mini, the Akai MPK Mini Mark III. And I did have the Mark II for a while. Some of my favorite MIDI controllers. But this MPC Studio is supposed to be the gateway into the MPC Workflow. It comes with the full MPC software, not just the beats. And this particular controller is supposed to integrate very well with the MPC software. So we're going to take a look at it today. So at first glance, pads are very solid, feel very good. The pads on the MPK are some of my favorite, and the ones here are no different. Nice size here. They feel really good. The buttons feel really good as well. They're kind of rubbery. They give you a little bit of a click, but not too much. This jog wheel is great. Screen is a little small. Looks like the same one that they have on the Akai Fire, which I'll be comparing this to shortly, as well as the MPK Mini MK3. Touch strip is just kind of plasticky with these braille-like notches here. But overall, the build quality is extremely solid. Looking at the back here, we do have mini jacks for the in and out, and it did come with adapters for that. You know, full-size mini is the best, but glad that we have these, and I do look forward to using the MPC software as multi-sampler with the MIDI out with some of my external gear and the iPad. Then we have our USB here for power and connecting to the computer. I wonder if you can use this standalone to at least use the pads for other outboard gear. That would be really cool, kind of like how you can with the Novation Launch Key Mini MK3, which I do prefer the MPK Mini, but the Launch Key has the mini jack out as well, so you can power it using whatever and use it to actually control your outboard gear, not just your DAW. But yeah, the build quality is solid. And just for size comparison, I'm going to put this over here to the side, and we are going to first compare it with the Akai MPK Mini MK3. The pads on the MPK feel pretty much as great as the ones on the MPC Studio. However, they are a bit smaller on the MPK. Now, a lot of MPC users complain that there are no Q links on the MPC Studio. Here on the MPK, you do have these endless encoders here, which are really nice. However, I'm not an MPC user, so I don't know how much I'll complain about that. But if I do need them, I do have some here. So size wise, it's almost the same, but the MPC Studio is a little bit longer, as you can see. However, the MPK Mini is a bit higher, so has a bit more depth. So as you can see here, it's a bit taller, but both have a really solid build. Akai is good for that, which I really like. As you can see, the screen is kind of similar. It's a bit smaller on the MPK Mini. On the MPC Studio, it's a bit larger, I'm assuming because there's a bunch more information. And one thing that I do not like about the MPK Mini MK3 is that there's no transport controls. Transport controls are always very nice. And this is a great all-around controller that you can throw in a bag, even though the joystick makes me nervous. But it's not integrated with any DAW, not even the DAW, which is Akai's own. But this is like my favorite all-around controller. All right, so let's compare it to the Akai Fire. Once again, it's a bit shorter. However, they are about the same height. The Akai Fire is like a millimeter. There's like a millimeter difference here, but it's pretty much the same. Same sturdy build. Of course, you know, these pads, if you want to call them that, are a lot smaller. Can't really finger drum with them. Not really the best. Sorry for shaking the screen so much. Here on the MPC Studio, you have the full MPC pads. You do have these endless encoders here once again. I'm guessing that they're similar to Q links, and you have the select button here. You have that as well that you can press in. However, it's a bit chunkier on the MPC Studio. And you have your controls here, your transport controls, and some DAW integration with FL Studio. The Akai Fire is meant for FL Studio. I actually like these rubberized buttons with minimal click to these hard plasticky buttons here on the Fire. Now, comparing the MPC Studio to the Akai Fire is a better comparison, because the Akai Fire is meant for DAW integration with FL Studio, where the MPC Studio is meant for DAW integration with the MPC2 software. Now, the integration, a lot of people have complaints about the Fire. It doesn't integrate the best with FL Studio, meaning that you're still going to be clicking, you're still going to be using the screen a lot, you're still going to be on the computer. A lot of people kind of flamed it in various reviews. I actually don't think it's that bad. Could it have been better? Yes, but maybe it couldn't have been, because the way FL Studio is constructed, I don't really know how you would create a MIDI controller that would get you, you know, even 60% out of the DAW, if that makes sense, for a standalone workflow. But what I do really appreciate about the Fire is that it has these transport controls and has various different chord modes. You can use the pads to play different different scales and chords really easily. The step sequencer functionality, I don't use it all on here, and selecting from the browser, I don't use it all. That type of functionality you do have here. Maybe it'll be more useful in the MPC software. We'll see. Now, I have tried, like I said before, I have tried the MPC software. I tried the MPC Beats, which is pretty much, same workflow and everything as the full software. I didn't like it when I first used it. I couldn't wrap my head around it. So maybe this will be a little bit better, and I'll give it another go, because I have been looking at the standalone MPCs, and I do really want one, because just looking at some of the videos and some of the features that it has are just astounding to be able to have standalone. It's just that I can't get with the workflow. So this is my attempt to give it another go. And so that's what we are going to do right now. Okay, so now we have the MPC software loaded up, and I have the MPC Studio right here in front of me, trying to fit everything on the screen here as best I can so you can see what I'm doing. And it's funny because this is like the first time I have my hair cut, and I'm actually not showing my face on the video, but it's all good. Now, like I said before, I am primarily, when it comes to the computer, I'm primarily an FL Studio user. I also use Reaper, and I'm dabbling with Ableton. But suffice to say, I have no idea what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna try this browse thing. Alright, it's not doing anything. I think I have some packs here. So let's see what I can do with the packs. Preset program. Alright, let's go with, I think I saw Deep House. Alright, so here's Deep House. Okay. And look, the pads have nice pretty colors. I'm not the best finger drummer. Okay, so let's record some drums. Hit record, set play. Oh, we have an undo button. Wow, that's really nice. Alright, we have some drums, but it got kind of weird there. So how do I get back to the start? Okay, you have play, and then we have play start. So I guess play start is play from start. Okay. So I guess this is on track 1. So from some other videos that I saw, I should be able to go to another track somehow. Track view. Okay. And add a plugin. Like one thing that I really wanted to try was, I guess I don't have the plugins installed. I have baseline, electric, hybrid, and tube synth. I really want to try that Mellotron thing. I'll have to figure that out. I'll go with hybrid. I'm pretty familiar with that. I've used that on other things. I think it comes standard with this. Okay, I can play keys on here. I really have some type of chord mode. Let's see if I can figure that out. MIDI control pad, administrator program, edit, wave, let's edit. Let's see, touch strip. Q-link, pad level, program level, project, touch effects, notes. Maybe some notes. Alright, so I'm on notes. Alright, 16 levels isn't working. Alright, I don't know how to do chords. That's okay, because we can just play something. Unfortunately, I don't know what these notes are, what they're supposed to be. But let's just record. Oh, you know what? I don't have enough bars. Let's undo. Oh, you know what? Maybe this tune. No sample. Okay, that's not it. Alright, I don't have enough bars. How do I add bars? More bars. Okay. So that's 4 bars, I think. And I guess I can copy this. See, already I'm not really doing things standalone. I'm kind of using the computer a lot. Don't think they copied and pasted the way I wanted it to. And I think I need one more bar. Alright, so let's undo that paste that I did. And let's add another bar. And let's paste here. Just copy all that I pasted. See, this is what I didn't want to get into here. I'm not going to fault the software or this hardware. I'm going to fault myself not knowing what I'm doing. But already I can kind of see how much better you know, just from a hardware perspective, I can see how much better the MPC Studio is than the Akai Fire. See, this is where I get frustrated and want to give up. Alright, so let's just get rid of all that. I have all my bars. Let's copy these drums. Alright, the drums copied down there. What the heck? Alright, maybe if I hold Alt and drag. And do anything. Hold control and drag. A lot of these programs, if you hold something and drag, it'll let you like move a copy of it. Control D, maybe they'll duplicate it. Oh, it did. But it's not falling on the grid where I want it. And when I try to move it, it just won't move. See? Like, how do I move all this? It's not moving. Oh, God. This is so frustrating already. I don't know. All I want to do is do a 4-bar melody. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Maybe if I do that and now hit Control D. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now we rocking. Alright. So I'm going to hit record, play start. Oh no. It's on the wrong track. Alright. Can I move my tracks from here? What if I hit shift and that, go to track view? So I want to be able to just I'll do something here. Mode. Mode track view. Alright, so how do I get back to that screen that I was just at? Ah, here we go. Just gonna click it. Maybe it'll. Alright, let's do full level. I don't want velocity. As you can see, I messed up a little bit. So how do I just select one note? Okay. Bam. Bam. Alright. Little MIDI editing. Alright, so I got a little something here. Let's pick a different synth. Not a synth, but a different preset on hybrid. Let's do poly synths. I remember using MPC beats. I was able to. Alright, here's my mixer. Alright, I'm guessing this output 1 and 2 is my main. Not my master fader. I'll add the SP12 to the effect. Try to get a little bit more punch. to experiment with this a bit more, and I would like to get into sample chopping and all that, but I'm trying to keep this video a little short. So far, as a piece of hardware, from what I can tell, oh, that's pretty cool. But yeah, as a piece of hardware, from what I can tell, this is pretty solid, pretty sturdy, seems to integrate very well with the software. Unfortunately, I don't know how to use the software, but I'll figure that part out, and maybe have some more content for you in the future. I just need to watch some more tutorials and things like that. But at the end of the day, the MPC software, the full, is $100 by itself. This is $269. Might as well just get a hardware controller with the software. Compared to other DAWs, it's pretty cheap, and this is supposed to be full featured with built-in synths and effects that you can't get anywhere else. For FL Studio, you're paying for the full everything, close to $1,000. Same with Ableton, plus with their integrated Ableton Push 2, you're paying so much money. So I'd say it's a good value, especially if you're willing to dedicate yourself to the workflow. Maybe once I figure out the software a bit, I'll get the hardware. I think I'll go with the Live 2 just because it's more portable. But yeah, I do really want it, and I want to like it, but I have to get past this first. Like I said, it's very frustrating, but I'm gonna do it. So yeah, this is just my first thoughts, my first experience, my first impression with the MPC 2 software and the MPC Studio. Not 100% sold on it, but I've seen what other people can do with it, and if they can do that, then I know I can do some great things. So more to come. So like, subscribe, rate, comment, whatever, and visit baltimega.com. Check out all my music, merch coming soon. Check out any links I have in the description, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.